From you breathing in and out of my
Hello and welcome to
What is happening?
yeah.
Yeah, let's do it live.
You guys all froze at once.
Are you sure it wasn't you?
Maybe it was me.
I thought it was you, Ryan.
no,
I don't know.
all three of your computers froze at the same exact moment.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, we're here. Nation of Conversation, episode 217. I'm here with the Quarantine Boys.
Nope, just start over.
This way.
Restart.
That way. I can never get it right.
It's that,
Yep.
and
Nope.
nope. There you go.
Nope. You got it. Well, you're pointing at no one now.
I'm pointing. Yeah, I am.
You're
Just
pointing at no one. A lot of interesting stories have come out this last week. A lot of weird stories.
You'd think things would be
No, they're not.
more calm down.
They're
but no,
crazy.
not.
They're still crazy. No particular order here. I just kind of threw this together today because I was super busy. But despite all the releases, WWE makes a shitload of money in quarter number one.
No. They're just always going to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, next quarter they won't make any, but
Maybe. But
I
quarter
don't
one
think
was
anyone's
good.
going to be making. Well, that's not surprising.
Yeah,
It's
quarter two is
not.
going to be missing WrestleMania, so that will be something. But
Yeah, that's going to be a large blank hole in their repertoire.
WWE put this out today, Mike, to us. The WWE 2K game is dead. They're putting out a new game, which is an arcade thing, but it's
pretty much
even
yeah,
worse.
This year the game's not coming out.
Right.
Next year they've shelved it for this year, but they're going to do it. They're going to release 2K next year,
Oh.
2021.
So they're still doing it
Yes,
eventually.
but then this year they're releasing that ugly ass like
That arcade
iPhone
game.
looking game.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
an
It's like
iPhone game.
garbage. It looks like straight garbage.
did they just take their iPhone game and make it into?
Probably I don't know. It
Looks like it.
It looks like it. It looks like there's that game, NBA Playgrounds. It looks like that.
Right. I mean,
Looks like
playgrounds.
It looks bad. It looks lame.
Yeah.
Which
I
one
don't
of you is
know.
going to buy it?
I haven't bought one in a while.
If it's $5 and the Switch is in Nintendo eStore, maybe.
Got 26 WWE 2K 2016. I think that was the last one I had. And it was so bad that I just stopped playing it.
Yeah.
And I gave it away. I think I gave it to somebody.
Like I can't imagine like what kind of like story mode they'd have or something.
There's not going to be one.
It's just gonna be straight. It looks like a bad like iPhone game.
It's
No,
basically
thank
what
you.
it is.
And like, they just
yeah.
need to completely they overhaul their whole.
What are they going to sell this shit for? $60?
Yeah, of course they are.
So stupid.
Every game's $60 now.
Not an iPhone game.
Well, they're gonna sell like one.
$39.99.
Wow. Even that's crazy expensive. Next top story. Triple H is celebrating his 25th year of burials.
The
Congratulations
segment
to you.
was the segment on SmackDown. I saw parts
It's
of it.
horrible.
It was
Vince
all
came
right.
out.
Yeah, and then like
Shawn Michaels was there. Stephanie was on the phone. Is that right?
yeah. And Ric Flair was on the phone, and
Stephanie
I
was
don't
on
know
the
why-
phone. She wasn't there.
Oh, quarantine.
no, she's probably with her kid. I don't know, but she's probably up in Stamford or wherever they are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know. It was weird.
You guys love Triple H, so I'll give you the floor.
Well, I like two versions of Triple H. I like
What-
DX and I like Papa of NXT
Like Dad
Triple H.
DX? Like weird glow
No.
stick Dad DX? Or
No, Attitude Era DX. Then he went into hiding for like 10 years, and then he re-showed up as father of NXT.
he didn't hold the title for 10 years and piss all over everyone else? That
I
didn't
wasn't
happen?
watching. I don't know.
Yeah, You weren't watching during that time.
Which DX Triple H do you like better? Hunter Hearst Helmsley, with Shawn Michaels DX, or him in charge DX?
Him and Shawn, the original one, was the best one.
Really? I thought you were going to say the other one.
No, I mean, when New Age Outlaws and stuff were there, it was fun too. But when they first started, it was the best version.
Okay. Anything else to say about Triple H's?
It was weird that we needed to celebrate 25 years of Triple H.
It was.
Like,
We don't need to
Like,
celebrate
why
it.
do we need to celebrate that?
We don't.
Well, did you see your guy Donald retweeted Vince? To
Your
say,
guy
Oh.
Donald.
My God.
You're big, your man.
I like how
That's
he's your
the-
guy.
That is the most hateful thing you've ever said to me, Bill.
That's a big
He
insult.
said a
right
lot of
there.
mean things to you too.
He said,
You said
Yes.
a lot of mean things.
that's a lot of mean things has gone on. That's bad.
That is the worst thing you've ever
I
said.
mean, we called you white supremacist before for months.
That was Mike's thing, though. That wasn't me.
I guess
I know, but that wasn't nice. That's my point.
I wasn't
Wasn't
actually
nice.
around for that, right?
No, you were
No.
on your road trip.
No, you had
Yeah.
left.
He road trip to all the
So-
clan meetings or whatever it was.
Yes, that's true.
We said it
Fucking
behind your back.
terrible. Oh, Jesus. You're the worst.
Hey, you told us at the time you were listening.
Yeah, that's right. You did say you were listening because you had nothing else to listen to. You're bad. It's your fault. Not our fault. No guilt.
The Vince
Orbit.
part was weird because he pretty much he knows he puts out shit. Like, and I feel like he's self-aware, and it's just like, I don't know. It was
I
like
think Vince is self-aware.
he knows, like,
He knows that he sucks.
yeah, or like he's putting out slop to a
There's a-
degree.
There's a few stories going around from Meltzer and others about how people are just making fun of him now in WWE. They're just like, he's a crazy lunatic.
Yeah, essentially.
That's what it's come down to.
Essentially what he's gonna do.
Bad story here, and I don't want to give the wrong facts here, but Velveteen Dream has stepped into something here. And it
Yeah, I
ain't
don't
good.
know that. I read a couple of things, but I don't really know what the story is.
The thing
It's
is,
hard to talk about this because we don't know for sure. What went
yeah,
on.
you know, you.
But it ain't good. I'll tell you
It
that right
doesn't
now.
seem good. I don't know, but like, no one's filed a police report. No one's brought
I don't
this
know.
up.
I imagine nothing will happen to him.
What are the accusations?
That he is sending inappropriate pictures to
Underage women,
people, children, boys.
boys too.
No, I thought it was. I thought it was boys.
Oh, it was boys. I thought it was
Yes,
girls.
that was boys.
And he's, I assume, denying all of this.
He deleted his profile basically, which is usually a version of guilt.
Yeah.
It's
He
not
did
deleted.
put out a statement
It's
saying that
it's like all the tweets are deleted, and his picture is just blank. And what did he say? And like, it was taken without my knowledge and
I don't know.
used without my knowledge or something. That
There
was
was
it Twitter?
a picture. And there was then there was the voice.
recording of him.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I started to read through some of like the comments on Twitter and stuff and realized that was a terrible thing to do and that's not
Oh,
going to get
yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah.
So
No.
That's the thing. Is like
We don't know.
like I don't know. You don't want to fucking speculate or do anything.
No,
it's
you
just
can't.
fucking weird, and it's just like
It's very bizarre.
His tweet says, "Be assured I did not communicate inappropriately with anyone. A private photo of mine was shared without my consent or knowledge, and I am working with a third party to look into this matter."
we'll see if anything ever comes
Yeah.
to it. But I have a feeling it won't. But who?
is he
the
going
fuck
to
knows?
disappear now? Because he's kind of in the middle of a big storyline.
Well, there was something interesting that Sean Ross Sapp found out was how there was a warrant out for his arrest or something in December of 2019, which was this December.
Not that long ago.
Yep.
For smashing like a windshield or something, and then it just went away. And
That's not
may-
surprising.
and that may have been during his whole when he was out for that extended period of time.
No.
Right. He was injured.
Yeah. But
And then there was weird stuff between him and Kathy Kelly, right? They
I don't know
supposedly
anything about that.
they supposedly dated, and there was some weird fallout between their. There's some kind of weirdness with that.
Really? Kathy Kelly and him?
Yeah, they dated, and
I didn't know that.
it was a weird ending. Apparently, I don't know what that means, but all breakups are weird. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, pretty weird. Weird story. Hopefully, everybody's all right, and he was just wrongfully trotted out there, but it doesn't seem that way.
I don't know.
We'll see.
It's
it's hard to talk about it.
Yes.
Let's talk about this weird story that I saw floating around. Florida. The main reason, supposedly, that they wanted to make WWE a legitimate business or whatever the hell it was called. Essential business during the virus here. It's because they want them to come back in 2021 and do Tampa Bay WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That was the whole goal behind what they did.
Yeah, duh. Because didn't they announce 2021?
Which is supposed to be, it's, yes, Hollywood, I think.
Next year's.
It's 37, and I thought it was Hollywood.
Yeah, it's LA next year. So
right. So I don't know how they're going to get
2022, maybe?
I guess.
Well, the thing is that I believe the governor of California, like, pretty much banned any large events.
So maybe it's not going to happen.
Till next year. Like, pretty much, you're not going to see a football game in California till at least next year. Something like that. But, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. That's their goal, apparently.
Florida's going to get that, and Tampa especially is going to get that. They're going to get that WrestleMania back soon enough.
They're going to get it back. That was the goal here.
Yeah.
So that sheds a little light on this whole weird thing. Let's talk shitty about AEW because they are taking advantage of this fact.
Hey,
and running
wrestling is essential.
Yes, they're taking advantage of the fact that wrestling was deemed essential in Florida by bringing their tapings back to Jacksonville to run live, not in front of people, but to run live out of Daly's place again.
Yep.
So
interesting to see who's there. That's going to be the interesting thing.
Yeah. Are they doing just live shows or tape shows as well?
Live.
I think it's going to be live.
All live.
But will Penta and Phoenix and then the California guys be there?
Probably not.
I think the Bucks will be there.
You think?
They've got to be there. They got to.
I wouldn't be surprised if Tony rents out this is
a private jet for him.
Here's an apartment complex where all of y'all are gonna live.
I imagine they have a hotel that can just where the Jaguar would stay or whatever.
Yeah. Can he just put them up somewhere for
the thing is, it's the travel.
Couple months. Yeah, that way they don't have to travel.
Right. Travel in once and just stay.
Yeah, you stay.
We'll see.
I don't know, but that's also not great. I mean, if you're gonna crap on WWE for doing it, you got to crap on AEW for doing it too.
But AEW really didn't crap on it, but still, the fans did. But
no, I don't mean AEW crapping on it. I mean we crapped took a crap on WWE for doing it.
Right. Yeah.
And AEW deserves it too.
The thing is that AEW is extremely lucky that they signed that deal in December?
Yeah, right
before that new deal. Because if they hadn't signed that deal, they would have probably been it would have been in deep doo-doo. I don't know if they would have been going out of business, but
they might have.
They would have been hurting big time.
I heard Tony say they were spending a lot of money before that happened. So
yeah. So
I don't know,
but I get you gotta, but still I don't we're not seeing the ratings go up.
No, but they need to keep it going so that they can keep their show
and the pay-per-view too. The pay-per-view is gonna
the
that's the big thing. Is the pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view was changed to just a live show with no fans.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do with maybe they'll have the elite deletion. Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what Matt keeps calling it. But they have no plans of shooting that at any time soon, according to Meltzer. Maybe they have.
Plans change, pal. I wonder if they do that because supposedly Vince said in that call that they may be doing more cinematic matches going forward from now on, and that their live events
Are
they're
gone.
going to be moving away from live events. I
Right.
believe that's what they said, which is I get, but
Well, we'll
like-
see.
yeah. So expect the Money in the Bank to be like shot like Boneyard and
Yeah. And
all the
Firefly
rest.
Funhouse match.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't
Isn't
know if
that
I
exactly
want
what you wanted, Mike?
I'm interested to see that Money in the Bank match, but I don't know, like if in a year from now when everything's kind of like do I
stop.
think they're going to be as good as Lucha Underground? No. Lucha Underground's the pinnacle until fucking Jake Hager showed up and
All right, let's move on. Cody is trying to get Rhodes back finally.
yeah.
Seems like WWE has let that one slip through their fingers, and he's trying to get that back. So
I mean, he kind of said all along he would want his name back, but
Hey, like someone said, now Cody can't go for the title, but Cody Rhodes, he can go for the title.
dude,
that's a heel move. If ever
I don't
heard.
I still that was so stupid. Having him, maybe they just never have to talk about it because he's gonna win this TNT title, and
Oh, that's true.
that's fine. He could just have the TNT title.
I feel like maybe Lance will win that.
He could. It would make sense that he would, but also it's good to have top guys when you're,
They haven't been doing it though.
I don't think Lance is quite there yet. He just
see.
got there. I don't know. Whatever.
He's unaffiliated, right?
Luke Gallows is trying to get Sex Ferguson.
Is he?
Yeah, he's trying to get Sex Ferguson. Trademark Sex Ferguson.
Lovely.
Have you
Is
seen
Lance
that-
Archer unaffiliated in AEW? Is
What
it
do you
just
mean?
him and Jake Roberts? Like
It's
he's
him
not
and-
in
it's just-
Dark Order
yeah,
or whatever,
Just
right?
him and
Just those
Jake
two.
Roberts.
Okay.
And did you see the talking shop that Carl Anderson put out there?
No, he put out a talking shop.
He didn't put out, but he was like FTR, Young Bucks, Bullet Club. Let's talk some shop.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said like they're all teasing that Gallows and Anderson are going to be involved in AEW.
Well, did you see today's BTE?
Yes, that's
With
on the
the-
list. That's on the list here. We
Oh,
can
sorry.
go to it. We can go to it right now.
Let's go to it right now.
At the end of BTE, the Bucks were like, BTE might be over. We might be ending it. And then they looked up in the sky and it was FTR in the clouds. And they're like, what? The hell is that? So basically confirms that they're going to show up.
What did you think of the match last week? I forgot to talk about that.
The Bucks, Nick versus Matt.
Yeah.
You know what? I thought it was fun and goofy.
Yeah.
And that's why I liked it, because it was like brothers fighting. First of all, forget about the match. The fucking compound that they've got
Oh yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah.
They have both of their houses are on the same piece of land.
Really? It's both of theirs because you saw
Yeah.
one house.
I believe it's both houses on the same
Okay.
piece of land, and it loops down and has tennis courts that the
Yes.
houses share, and a pool that the houses share, and some other things. Another basketball court. I think Nick's has the blue basketball court, but it is a very impressive piece of
Well,
property.
They're good businessmen.
Yeah, but I thought it was really fun because it was just brothers beating on each other,
Yeah,
and
I
then
thought
we
it was
saw
good.
them like their kids were watching the mom
Yeah.
shut the blinds. Like there were some funny little things. Like even the was it this Canadian destroyer into the pool? That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
Oh, that's so stupid.
And the pin in the pool. There's a pin in the pool.
I like the.
So they are ripping off the 4th of July show. That's how low AEW has gotten.
Not technically.
That's true. That backyard
I did
wrestling
like
show.
the where there was a patch of grass. Did you see that part where Matt did his Northern Lights suplex rollover thing?
Yes.
he did it like 12 times because he went the whole length of the grass.
Yes.
He just kept doing it over and over and over
They
again.
took some bumps on
They
like
did.
grass and stuff that
Yeah.
must definitely hurt.
And the chatter was funny too, because after that
Yeah.
happened, Nick goes, "Really? You did a Northern Light suplex the whole way?" Like,
It was
brothers
fun. It was
like
fun.
pissed off at each other.
What was the quick storyline that led to them fighting each other?
Nick wanted to test his because he was, what was he at? 12%, according to AEW doctors. He was only at 12% after the garage door was slammed on his head.
Right.
Because
Oh,
he had
so this is like
he had a
they're not
baby.
mad at each other, at least going into
No.
the fight they weren't.
No, he kept like egging Matt on, like, you know how I know I'll be ready for a match if we fight each other. And Matt's like, "No, I don't want to fight you." He's like, "You're gonna fight me." It's funny. It was a funny match. It was probably not worth being on Dynamite, but fun.
No.
All right, so we did that. FTR coming in like we thought they would be. Vince
And they officially named themselves the Revolt.
yeah, which is controversy, like we
Yes,
said.
we did
last
talk
week.
about that last week too.
Oh, we did? Okay.
But
Yeah,
yes,
because who's the guy who was the
Cale
Revolt?
Conley?
Caleb
fear-
Connolly and Zane Riley.
They're Fear the Revolt, though. They're not the Revolt. Anyway, Vince McMahon story came out today. Vince McMahon thinks that the reason for low ratings is not that there's no crowds, it's because there's no Brock and no talents got over.
What is that?
Why?
He's
What do you
the
think no
report.
talent's over?
No talents have gotten over, and there's no Brock, and that's the problem.
He's the dumbest.
Please put Brock on the show, and I hope just nothing changes. Because it's not. Nothing is going to change.
Did you see the funny little thing
Nothing's going to
that?
pop a rating.
Did you see the funny thing circling around on Twitter over this weekend?
What?
But
It's
I
Twitter.
was
There's
like,
a lot of shit circulating.
I know, but it made me laugh. It was like, because I think he maybe said this on like leading into the weekend. Then we saw Vince himself on SmackDown, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and then it was like the rating did not pop from them,
No.
and it was like, so that because of your theory that it has nothing to do with that, then that means you yourself, Vince McMahon, can't pop a rating either,
Yeah.
and you're not over.
Yeah.
And Triple H isn't over, and Shawn Michaels is not over.
No.
So you should
This
stop
is-
using them too.
It's all true. I mean,
You know, like if it's not quarantined, then you guys fucked up on Friday.
I truthfully have no clue now what would possibly get someone to watch a wrestling. Like, I have no clue what they could do to get people to watch.
They're just trying
That's
to
right, even on,
it's
like-
just treading water at this point.
Even on like Dynamite, I mean, FTR versus the Bucks, but
Sure.
still, like, I don't think that'd get like a million. Like that, the thing
They
that
weren't
was,
getting a million anyway.
it's still like pop a rating. Like, the thing that's interesting is how well the NFL draft did. The
Yeah.
NFL draft did
Bonanza.
bonanza.
best
And
ever,
that-
I
wasn't
think
it?
that's because everybody was just so starved
Starved.
for any kind of sports thing to happen.
Right,
I will.
Who's people
I don't
looking
know.
at wrestling then? If they just want something
If you
sports
want to,
related,
there's wrestling. There's
Wrestling isn't gone though. All sports are gone.
that's what I mean. So wrestling should be doing better because it's still
Yeah.
there.
But the
Right.
shows are not. The shows are not exciting to watch.
I've
What
not
the fucking
increased my
draft
viewing,
is?
but
What is exciting about the freaking Patriots taking a fucking racist punter in the 5th round?
Kicker.
What's exciting
Oh,
about
yeah.
that?
I don't know. You want to see your team get guys, but the funny thing about that draft was, to me, was like, there's not going to be an NFL season. None of these guys are going to play.
It's gonna be.
If
Even
there
right
is,
now,
it's going to be
the-
weird.
The plan is start it in like late October, no buys,
Yeah,
and
they want to do like an
no
extra
Pro
week,
Bowl.
and they want to do extra weeks and expanded playoffs this year too.
No,
I mean,
that's
that
not
ain't-
gonna
Yeah,
happen
they want to
this
do expanded playoff. Yeah.
But that's, I think right now is the plan they have in place is start late October.
finish before January.
No. The Super Bowl's the last weekend in February, and no buys.
Eh.
I doubt
Well,
they implement that whole thing.
Of all the sports, though, if someone decides they're going to go without fans, it probably works best for football because at this point, football is made for television, the way they shoot it and stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be weird, but it'd be
Yeah, it still is the NFL. It's still
Right.
football.
We'll
Which
see.
I would think baseball would be the first to come back. Least amount of contact between players.
they probably would. I just mean if you're going to say like whatever, we're just going to film it for TV and it's going to be weird with no crowds, but it's just going to be the way it is. I think football with no crowd is the one that's changed the least.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
We'll see. I thought the draft was boring. I didn't think it was.
I watched
Draft is
up
always
until
boring.
the Giants.
I
pick.
love the draft. It's one of my favorite
I know.
things.
What is? I will never understand people. I will never understand.
I don't know. I love drafts. I love Hall of Fame. So I love these
I
things.
guess I kind of get the NBA because it's like 2 rounds. That's it. And like
it's one. That's a really fun draft. One night. Fun clothes. Weird
still,
hair.
Like, even now, the NBA draft, like, who's going to go in the NBA? No one's going. Like, I feel like within a few years, no one's going to be able to, like, who's the big guy that's going to, I think Zion is going to be the last great draft pick because now it seems like all these dudes are going to the G League.
Well,
they're
gonna be drafted.
They still have to go through the draft.
Okay.
The G League team is it's gonna be a really good G League team probably, but it's like unaffiliated G League team.
Okay, gotcha.
So
I thought G League was
they're still gonna be
affiliated.
drafted, but we'll never see them unless you get into the G League. But you know what's coming in the NBA in like 2 years? The double draft. Because they're gonna eliminate the 18-year-old thing.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be
so 2
gone,
years,
and it's going to be two elite
draft classes.
two draft classes essentially in the same draft, and that's going to be super fun if we ever have sports again in our lives or anything like that. Who knows? It's day to day. All right, let's move on. Now that Gronk is our 24/7 champion and also a Buccaneer. I saw this. Katie Nolan. I'm going to give Katie Nolan the credit because she's the one that I first heard say it. She said, he's definitely going to get tackled and pinned. Does that person win the 24/7 title? Yes, in theory.
There's no way the
They're not keeping it
NFL lets this happen. Because the NFL is so fucking lame. There's no way.
The only way it could actually happen at all is if it's early in training camp and it's taped for whatever XFL or the NFL's what's their show called? Training
Hard
camp.
Knocks?
Yeah, Hard Knocks.
If
But
Tampa
they're
had
not
Hard
a part
Knocks,
of Hard Knocks this year.
well,
2
I don't
teams
know.
in Hard Knocks this year.
There are?
Yeah, I think the Raiders.
That
think
makes
I saw.
sense.
The Raiders and the
Why
Las
2?
Vegas Raiders.
There's never
I
been
thought-
two teams on
I
Hard Knocks.
remember this year. That's like the thing. Is like the big thing is there's 2 teams.
Okay. Well, we're not going to have Hard Knocks anyway, so
Yeah.
we'll just cross that off the list. But anyway, Gronk is a Buccaneer, and he may lose the 24/7 title
If anything,
in
yeah,
the
right.
game.
Bill, you're right. It'd be in like training camp.
Yeah.
But
They're gonna
still,
get
like
it-
if
get it off
he
him
was
at some
still a
point.
Patriot, Belichick would never.
Oh yeah, he's not. But no, it'll be like Mojo or somebody would be dressed up in football because he used to be a football player anyways.
Yeah.
So he'll be practicing with the team, and then like, that he'll get cut after he runs away with the belt and doesn't show up the next day.
Who is Tampa Bay's coach?
Bruce Arians, 80-year-old man.
He's 8. No, he's not 80.
He's old.
He looks good. I feel like.
I feel like he's like 68.
I feel like
Maybe.
he's 60.
He had health problems and left. He retired, and now
He
he's
is 67.
All right, that's close.
Well, 67.
Yeah,
whatever.
you know who had health problems too? Urban Myers, and he, all those dudes. I'm
No,
having
come
health
on. Wait. Urban Meyer had health problems in that I am about to be indicted by the NCAA,
Yeah,
so now I have health
exactly.
problems.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Those are the kind of health problems he had.
Is he still coaching?
No,
Okay, I didn't
he
think so.
left because of health problems. AKA,
Yeah.
kind of like how Jordan left to play baseball. And it wasn't because he was in serious trouble for gambling. That's the rumor.
Oh, they talk. Like I said, I've seen
Yeah, you've been watching it.
all of it up until the last 2 episodes. So now I have to wait like a month for the last.
Oh
two
yeah, because
episodes.
you cheated and you
I
watched
cheated.
ahead.
But they talk about that. They talk
Yeah.
about him like, oh, the gambling, the fake suspend,
The suspension that turned into him playing baseball.
yeah.
Anyway, you sent this to us, but there hasn't been much traction with it. The WWE, a random employee, whistleblower,
Right.
maybe, or maybe not. Could be just a fan trying to fuck with them. Said that workers are being forced to work, even though, all the concerns and all this shit, and it's not right.
Yes. Quote unquote. John sent a letter to the Orlando. The Orange County thing saying we're being forced to work. I feel like I cannot feel comfortable going to my higher ups, and like I get that, but like if you feel that way, then you've got to do something, bro.
It's also very possible that it wasn't.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that it was just a wrestling fan being a wrestling fan.
Yeah,
right.
It's totally possible.
But I don't know.
But it would be a big story if it was true.
If someone did come out and say something, then yeah.
And
I
I
hope
don't.
someone would say something, but
You don't want to say that they would do something like that, but they totally would do something like that.
yeah. Oh yeah.
They're a terrible company who do terrible things on a daily basis.
I feel like you would have heard like
from someone else or
someone else, not
something.
like directly, but someone would have reported it. Sean Sapp, Meltzer, or someone would have heard.
David Starr.
Right.
Yes, David Starr.
Oh, come on.
Getting a call.
Oh, come on.
Who got a call?
That was me.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. More bad news for WWE. It's like the WWE bad news hour. XFL Commissioner Oliver Luck is suing Vince McMahon.
I love it.
For shutting down the XFL and lying to them. And he lied to him. Vince fucking lied the whole time about the XFL. So
there's a very long story that I think The Athletic wrote up about like what happened the last few days of the XFL, and it was just like, yeah, they pretty much like pulled the rug right out from under them. Like up until the day they had, up until the day he filed for bankruptcy, like it was still like full steam ahead for 2021. But yeah, it was all about money.
Of course. Absolutely.
All about just like saving the money.
Always.
I think what you meant though, Mike, was the article was written up by former sponsor, The Athletic.
Yes,
that's right. That's right. I hopefully we will work with them again. I did communicate with them, and they said tough times, but we'll be in touch soon.
That's called a hard pass.
Yep.
Huh?
They'll call you. You don't call them.
Yes. We'll call you.
I don't know. We'll see. You never know.
They actually listened to the show and they're like, nope, no, we're okay.
Hey, we got some subscriptions out of it, so it can't be that. I mean, can't be that upset. All right, Bill, it's time for a segment to be named later.
Oh, about the XFL thing, I feel like a lot more people are going
sue them?
Yes, like they kind of got to, because just know
all the
Vince's
coaches that want
credibility.
their pay.
Vince's credibility as a businessman is just completely shot. Like I don't know how.
And yet people still do business with them
because they're dummies.
Don't they
got
owe
a lot of money?
Is it Bob Stoops that they owe like
$1 million?
Millions of dollars to?
Yeah, like 1 point something mil.
What a fucking mess. What a mess. All right. Bill, segment to be named later. Let's hear it.
All right, so first one, we actually did touch on this a minute ago, but I was looking into the Revolt versus the Revolt.
Mm-hmm.
It's an indie tag team out of North Carolina, Caleb Conley and Zach Riley, and they've been the Revolt since 2015. Like, they have merchandise and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's established. But I guess there's extra bad blood because the good Revolt are also from the Carolinas, so they're, like, extra mad that they would do that to their own.
Oh.
So I guess a lot of the people in the Indies are mad, which means nobody cares. But then the other one was in our second show last week when we were talking about Sherlock. We kept referring to the London Bridge.
Right.
That, of course, is very wrong.
It wasn't the London Bridge?
No, it was the Tower Bridge.
The Tower
Which-
Bridge, right?
The
Is-
Tower Bridge it was
The
constructed
London
between 1886 and 1899. Whereas the London Bridge, which is not a suspension bridge, has been around in various forms since Rome, since
Wow.
England was conquered by the Romans.
Wow.
Huh.
We really messed that one up.
We said
History
it,
is,
we said it like 5 times too. We said the London Bridge.
did they say it in the
This
movie?
is-
Did the movie mislead us?
They just said the bridge, and because we're Americans, we assume there's one bridge in England, and it is the London Bridge.
So I
No.
know.
Well, it's called the Tower Bridge.
Okay, now we know.
Mhm.
Knowing's half the battle. Anything else?
That is all today.
Okay. Moving on to the Wednesday Night War highlights. I watched both shows again because there's nothing to do. So I'm going to go over what I think was important from NXT, but you can.
I was thoroughly. I enjoyed it this week.
I was confused. I spent a lot of it confused.
I thought some of the cruiserweight matches really didn't reach their full potential.
That's definitely true.
But yeah, go on, Ryan.
I'm going to start with the most interesting thing, which was heel Candace and heel Johnny.
No, thank you.
What did you
I
think
enjoyed
of
This
this
whole thing.
What did you think of this segment?
No. Do
Were
not
they-
like it.
They were eating dinner together, and he had the cup. He had that cup on the table.
Yes. In
Under-
glass,
in
like
glass.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yep. And it was really weird.
What he was saying,
Wasn't
if he was
bad.
in front of a crowd saying it, yes, all
Right.
for it. Yes.
That's what I like. Is they're saying the things that that villains are supposed to say.
Yeah.
That they were wronged when they try to do it the right way. So now
Yes.
they have to go and fix how bad things have gotten. They have to fix it.
But the way it was shot,
What was with the
The music was weird when it would change,
when it changed? What was that supposed to be?
when they're being evil.
But they were being evil the whole time, weren't they?
I don't know.
I don't understand what this was.
And now Candace's new look, like I'm not.
Yeah,
I
what
get
was
it. Like,
that?
hey,
How is she going to be a heel? It's going to be very hard.
we'll see. But
We'll see.
it
But
just
they're saying the right stuff though to be heels.
You know what though? A lot of it was like, to me, it felt. I don't think it was like performed badly by either one of them, obviously, but it just felt weird, and it felt like not what they should be doing. It just didn't feel right. It's like they were like, "Oh, who eats first?" and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And then like we're gonna tear it down like Thanos or whatever. And it's like, what?
yeah.
It's a pro wrestling company. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I just didn't.
like from a bad sci-fi movie.
I wasn't into Candace's new look.
She's evil. She has purple lipstick and
Yes.
purple hair now. So
Dude,
she's
I
evil.
don't know.
I think that's inconsequential. The
Yeah,
new
I
look.
guess.
I don't know. I think they were saying the right things to go from pure babyface to heel.
I don't know about this. I don't feel great about it. I'll tell you
Like I
that.
said, everything they said, I was in for, but I don't know.
Yeah, it was a weird segment. All right, so it wasn't just me. All right, let's talk about Dexter Loomis. This guy is everywhere on this show.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
pushed all of a sudden.
Yeah, he
And where did Finn go?
he's injured.
Nobody knows.
Is he? Because he just vanished. I don't think he's injured. He's just like it was weird to advertise that
The
an
match.
event all week and then be like, yeah, it's not happening.
Well,
Like,
that's what
and
they,
then
that's what they do.
yeah, but they normally don't do that on NXT. But that was weird. And then
Yeah, I
having,
don't know.
and having Loomis just show up,
And help Velveteen Dream in the match.
that was weird.
Like be his partner. That was really weird.
Yeah, yeah.
What is that supposed to mean?
They've been planting the seeds that he's going after.
He's going
the-
after the Undisputed Era?
Undisputed, but still, why?
Yeah.
Well, that's the idea. I think you're not supposed to be able to understand them. I think they can really screw this up easily, but I think so far they're doing okay by this weird character.
So he is literally like Dexter. He's trying to take out the bad guys with his murderous stuff.
I
Is
don't
that-
know.
Is that what it's supposed to be?
He's creepy. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Looks like he's a decent enough wrestler in a little bit that they've given him to do.
He
Yeah,
did
he's
better
all right.
in this match. I thought he did like a flip over the top rope. I was surprised by that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was confused by this. A lot of confusion during this episode. Also weird. Drake Maverick, fired guy.
Yeah, this is weird.
I did not like this at all. I thought he did very well with the promos, but like to highlight the fact that we fired this dude and he's like
Yeah, this
very-
is weird.
very upset by the fact that he's been fired, but he still has to wrestle for the
Yeah, this
cruiserweight
is-
title. What the hell?
Well, he wants to wrestle, I think is the idea.
He has no choice. He said, what did he say? Like, I have to win the tournament to get the title, and then they maybe hire me back or
But
something.
then like, what are they gonna do? Like, have him win this?
No.
No.
He'll win his last match just to go out on a good spot. But
So they actually gave him a mic.
Yeah,
they give him like a little interview.
Multiple times.
after the match. And
No,
they-
yeah. He also had the thing where he's walking around.
Right.
That like video where he was walking around being like, yeah, I got fired. It sucks.
That makes no sense.
This is horrible.
Maybe he's doing it and they're just like, whatever, you're leaving. We'll do right by you and let you just film whatever on the way out. But they're putting it on TV, so I don't know.
Yeah,
He'll
it's
do
very.
right
He is
Drake
great
Maverick?
at it. He's doing a great job with it. I don't want to say that. I thought his
Yeah.
promos were awesome. Well done. Probably really real. So
Yeah.
you feel for the guy. It's just weird. Like, let the guy go. Let the guy go. If you're
Well, I
gonna
don't think he wants to. I think he wants these 3 matches.
Well, maybe it's a
Probably.
good payday.
Yeah.
let's hope. Let's hope.
But yeah, it's
He ended up losing to Jake Atlas.
It was a good match,
Debuting-
though.
debuting Jake
yeah. Atlas is really good.
God, I hope they use him right.
Yeah.
So far, they have. So far, it
Yeah.
seems like because he did the promo where he was at the wall in Orlando there from the
Mhm.
shooting, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm not stereotypical. Like, I'm gonna come in here and win." And
But
I'm
that's another thing. It's like he doesn't have to say just say that he's LBGT.
not- right.
Don't be like I'm different. Like just
Yeah.
say that he's an.
It's
out
almost
person.
like doing it one time, like just doing this initial promo where he's like, "Hey, I'm LGBT. I'm a wrestler. It is me, but also I'm just a wrestler."
yeah.
And then when you just move on, and he's just
yes,
Jake
just
Atlas.
move on. dude.
Like that's how it should be. It
yes.
seemed like they did that, so I want to say that's good. He did go
Yeah,
to
I mean, he didn't actually say it, but maybe he doesn't
Yeah.
want to either. I don't know.
who knows. He did the whole thing like I'm going to make history and all that, but never say why and all that stuff. But
Right.
hopefully that's just a small piece of the puzzle, and his character's a different thing, and it's not just. I'm sure he wants it that way too. Like
Yeah, we'll see.
he's the gay wrestler. Like
Yeah.
he's a great wrestler.
Very
So-
good.
And he won his match and cut a very good promo afterward too.
Yeah.
So hopefully he does a lot of good stuff. I think he will. And then finally on the list here, El Hijo de Phantasma won a match, his first match. He won his cruiserweight match, right?
Yeah, this was a kind of underwhelming.
I wasn't
Yeah.
very underwhelmed by this. It
Was it
wasn't a
boring?
bad match, but it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
boring
underwhelming.
match. More interestingly, he went outside to get to his car, and those masked fiends, bad guys, came out of that van, and he fought them off,
he fought them off.
which seemed very suspicious to me.
very suspicious.
Well, because that's what
like
we
a
talked
swerve.
about. How is it him? Right.
Yeah,
I have a feeling he's still the leader, but then he takes off his mask as the leader.
Aha.
Well, There you go.
That's my thought.
Has he
Could-
ever taken off his is he a wrestler who's always worn a mask?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
I don't think he takes off his
But
mask.
Andrade did this. Andrade did it.
right.
Andrade didn't do it in
No, not in
fashion like that.
storyline.
Yeah.
Right.
Just did it when he first came out, I think, right?
Yeah.
But
He
when he showed up, he'd always been under mask.
Right. Well, we'll see. I don't know.
We'll see.
Anything else that I missed?
Well, we just touched on the Velveteen Dream Dexter Loomis thing.
Right.
But that was a weird end. The other,
yeah.
Because Keith Lee was knocked out of the match, right?
Right, which
Right.
was dumb. Oh God,
Didn't
Damien,
like
what's
that.
his name? David Priest.
that
Yeah.
dumb
Stupid
fucking
Damien
nightstick.
Priest. He had a long
Ugh.
promo too. A really long, boring promo.
Yeah, no, I truthfully am not looking forward to Damien Priest versus Keith Lee.
Hopefully
Next
Keith
week.
wins.
The other one was there's
You
a
mean
match.
Smooth Operator
No,
versus?
well, we'll talk about Smooth Operator later.
There was another match between Mia Yim and Jessie Kamea, which is interesting only because I thought Jessie Elaban left. I thought,
No,
Nope,
she's still
there.
around.
but yeah,
And
she's
she is still
repackaged now.
She is still
Not great.
yeah, nope.
I was interested by the Charlotte thing where she was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you put me over years ago," or something like that.
Yeah, 5 years ago.
I'm gonna make you star now.
Yeah, I don't remember me being in NXT.
She wasn't in NXT. She was just like a jobber, like how Britt Baker was.
Okay.
You know, just like a one-off. You know,
So-
and Deonna Purrazzo was back then.
Right.
Yeah.
She
So
just came in and did
she
one-offs.
she did the same thing that Cody did like 6 months ago to Shawn Spears. It's like,
Yeah.
you're a good hand. You're a good wrestler.
Well, she said that specifically. She said you're a good hand.
Yeah.
Like very specifically said that.
So I'm excited for them to have a match.
Yeah, yeah.
Anything else on NXT that was interesting? Is that it? Right?
Did we talk about? Oh no, the women had the tag match: Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai versus Shotzi Blackheart and Tegan Knox.
Right. Raquel Gonzalez defeated.
She looks pretty good. She's
Shotzi.
all right.
She does, yeah. I think she'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still hate the way that all went down. If they had done it better, maybe I'd be okay with it. But like, she just showed up and Dakota didn't know about it, and then her
Yeah.
reasoning behind it was just like, because I think Dakota got screwed.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. I don't fucking care. All right, let's move on to AEW. AEW had more controversy than NXT, I guess.
Yeah, one.
The Kenny Omega match where he gave some moves up to the jobber dude.
All I know is
he hit one V trigger and the dude kicked out. I mean, that was about it.
But still, like, there's a whole thing online, and when I was watching it, I didn't think much about it, but I did look up from playing Animal Crossing, and I was just like, this has been going on way too long.
Yeah. I
Why
mean,
is
it wasn't
this going
that,
on way too long?
It wasn't that long, but
Right.
it was
But
longer than it should have been.
I just, and I get people are like, well, that's the way wrestling, like Melter. Oh, you don't know anything about wrestling because that's what Flair did. And every time, like, I know.
Yes,
But,
to
like-
build up the local talent. There is no local talent on
Right,
a
and,
national
like-
television show.
Like, you know, okay, he's trying to give this guy a rub, and now I guess he is someone, but you know what? I don't. Like, okay, maybe
He
he's
kicked out of
good,
one move. I mean,
but
he didn't
still,
kick out
like,
of One Wing
he
Angel.
kind of went toe to toe with this guy. It was just like, it just,
He kicked out of
didn't-
one V trigger. That was it.
It didn't do it for me. I did not like it. I
I
thought
think-
like I don't know. It just did. Like, yeah, it's not the end of Omega, but it's just like something where it's just like okay, like I don't know. I just wasn't crazy about it. Like, you know.
I mean, I get it, but also I didn't think it was as big of a deal after hearing all this shit and then watching it afterward. I'm like, is it really that big of a deal? I mean, yeah, you're right. He probably should have just beat this dude, but also he really didn't do anything. Like, he still beat him didn't even use the One Wing Angel on him. He just beat him with another move.
I just want to
So-
see Kenny back on the top of the mountain.
I mean,
Never again.
Whose name was Alan Angels?
he's in Atlanta, like a top Atlanta.
And, you know, if
Jobber,
this
dude.
was Sean Spears or
Sure.
um
I mean, Kenny is a dude who puts people over. That's what
Yeah,
he does. He's not a squash wrestler. Also,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know. It didn't bother me as much as everybody else, but
if this was someone within the company, like,
maybe.
okay.
Yeah. Maybe
That's
they have
fine.
plans for this guy. Who knows?
You got plenty
Well,
other
he-
people you should have plans for besides Alan Angels.
He lost to Lance Archer on April 8th. That looks like his only 2 matches in AEW.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they just
probably.
brought him in for these Atlanta tapings, obviously.
Yeah, there's obviously a lot of people down in Florida and Atlanta. A lot of people who are in the crowd that they're given, like, come in and wrestle because they can't. They obviously need wrestlers, and that's what I've appreciated. I've liked that they've given a lot of people who you wouldn't normally see, like Pineapple Pete and
there was
all
another
these
guy.
other people.
There was another guy who got squashed in a match.
And now he's part of the Dark Order. There's that dude.
Somebody got sucked into the Dark Order, and then there was another guy who was not bad. I thought
there's that Anna Jay who they signed, who's only had like 5 matches, and she looked good.
Yeah. So there was a lot of local jobbers on this one.
And that's fine, but it does hurt, like,
sure,
for me at least, my interest in this show, because it's just like you're not getting the week in, week out. You're not getting the
it is
the Pentas and the Pacs and the Moxley and.
Well, some of those guys can't, right?
I know exactly. I get,
So,
you take it.
I don't think they would be doing this on the main show.
No, of course not. Of course not.
Orange Cassidy had a second match in AEW. He faced Jimmy Havoc, and he beat Jimmy Havoc.
Yeah, I wasn't that crazy about this match. It was
it was Jimmy Havoc basically 90-10.
Yeah,
and the 10 was enough to get a roll up.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, it was fine, fun, whatever.
Yeah.
Bubbly Bunch, again, another Bubbly Bunch.
Yeah,
they did a TikTok rip off.
Flim Flam.
Jericho is like, whatever that is, that Flim Flam.
Let's do a Flim Flam.
It was okay.
I get it. Like, you don't want to be like serious or like a downer right now, or be like, I think that's what Jericho's trying to do, is not be like too much of like a downer.
His commentary is fucking great.
Yeah,
though.
his commentary is great.
So funny.
But
not enough dogs in this Bubbly Bunch. That was the key.
But the thing is that once things go back to normal, like, I hope the inner circle like beat the shit out of someone mercilessly, because like it's fine. Like, I get it what they're doing. They're trying to like bring some levity and fun.
They got to keep them on TV somehow.
Right, but like, and you can't keep them on TV. But like, I hope like it kind of hurts their rep, but then it's kind of like, well, what else are you gonna put out there? You can't put like,
yeah, you need something fun on the show that you can make the tape ahead of time or whatever.
Right.
So we talked about all the jobbers and squashes that happened. Ton of squashing going on in the show, and the 2 main people that moved on in the TNT tournament, you could mark it down from the beginning, was Darby is now going to face Cody, and Dustin. And Dustin is going to face Lance Archer.
And lose.
Yeah, the Darby Sammy match was good. It was good.
Yeah, I like that match.
Yeah, it was very fun. They took some hard bumps, especially off that ladder.
Yeah, that one.
I like that match.
Yeah,
I like that
match.
Kip Sabian and
okay.
It did not do it for me.
It was okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we basically knew this entire tournament. We don't know who's going to win between Cody and Lance Archer. I assume
Lance Archer.
Oh yeah.
I guess that makes sense. Lance Archer will be the winner. So
yeah,
I'm sure that's exactly how it's going to go.
Lance is going to absolutely demolish Dustin.
Yep.
Absolutely demolish Dustin.
Mm-hmm.
And then Cody's going to pull out like a fluke win on Darby and maybe push him more towards heel. But I feel like that may not be a good idea.
No, it's not a good idea.
Push him more towards heel. But we'll see. And then, Dustin, I mean
Cody toes the line, though.
Yeah, you talked about how he acts like a heel.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Maybe
he
I don't know.
In heelish fashion.
Darby's not exactly the most squeaky clean guy either, because he had he dragged a dude dressed up like Sammy around by an ATV before he came out.
I suppose that's true.
All right, so that was AEW. It was okay. NXT was probably better, but NXT was very confusing to me with a lot of weird shit that I didn't like.
Yeah.
But whatever. Time for everyone's favorite segment. Mike's favorite
I'm all set, ready to go.
wrestler of the week. Wow, what is this? You pre-prepped? What's going on?
This week, our favorite wrestler is Rudo Lightning, also
What the
known
hell?
as Red Lightning.
Okay.
He's an active wrestler. He is 33 years old. He's a
Mhm.
freelancer. His active roles are singles wrestler and on-air official.
Oh,
Not a tag team.
Not tag.
wait, is he a male?
He is a male.
Okay.
He's from Glasgow, Scotland, UK.
Mm-hmm.
6 foot, 183 centimeters, 220. I wish I could figure that out in stone, but well, stone's like,
No idea.
one stone is, I believe, 13 pounds. So do the math.
Great. Bill, you go ahead.
Go ahead.
His in-ring career began on September 24th, 2002. That means
Wow.
he's been wrestling for 17 years.
Wow.
His wrestling style's an all-arounder.
Okay.
His trainers were Spinner McKenzie, of course. Spinner McKenzie. Of course, Spinner McKenzie.
Okay.
His nicknames are the Artful Dodger. Oh, the Artful
What?
Dodger.
Don't like that.
What is he?
Artful Dodger.
Artful Dodger. What is that from? That's like a Dickens.
It's from Oliver
thing.
Twist.
Yes, Oliver Twist, the Artful Dodger.
Didn't you just read Oliver Twist? Or am I making that up?
Me?
Yeah.
No, it's on my list of books to read, but
Oh,
I haven't
okay.
gotten back to it yet.
She'll be
What was the
swelling.
crazy 1,200-page book you read for fun? We were making fun of
I've
you
read a
about?
couple of them, but the one you're making fun of me most recently was Jane Eyre.
Yeah, that was it. Jane Eyre.
It's a decent book. I
I'm
finished it.
Just
Yeah, I
out here,
finished it.
just out here reading Jane Eyre.
If you cut 100 pages out of it, it's a good book. I just finished it.
His signature moves are the Fork Lightning, the
Mhm.
Perfect Plex, and the 0141, which is Michinoku Driver 2. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
I don't know what the 2 is. Let's see the latest. Let's see some comments back from 2013. Poor talent that for some reason is well rated among fans in the UK.
Oh, shots
And
fired.
his match,
What was his name again?
Rudo Lightning.
Rudo Lightning. Poor talent.
And in his last match, he was beaten by Grado.
There
Good
you
old
go.
Grado.
Also
Very funny
Scottish.
wrestler, very funny guy. Grado, that dude's, is it Grado? Grado?
Grado.
Grado? He's in like sitcoms.
He's
in the
funny.
UK.
He's a funny dude.
He is.
He was on wrestling comedy, whatever the hell that was called, that Colt Cabana made.
Yeah.
There was him and Kikutaro.
Right.
And somebody-
Wrestling Road Diaries.
Yeah, that's it. And the four of them ride around in a car and go to different
Yes.
shows together.
Yes.
And I think Orange Cassidy was in one of those too.
He won in last year. He won the Regal Rumble.
Oh, Bill. This
That's-
guy's
Regal Rumble for WrestleZone. WrestleZone's Regal Rumble.
I
There you
mean,
go.
that means something.
it's a big deal.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. Are we done with your favorite wrestler of the week?
Done with the show,
I
right?
suppose.
Yeah, we're about to be. Wally, it's time for a top 5 if you've got it.
Yes, top 5 soccer players that I would like to see live. At number 5, Kevin De Bruyne. He's a Belgian midfielder for Manchester City. At number 4 is Marta. She's a Brazilian forward for the Orlando Pride. At number 3 is Rose Lavelle, an American midfielder for the Washington Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
At number 2 is N'Golo Kante. He's a French midfielder for Chelsea. And the number 1 soccer player that I would like to see live is Lionel Messi, Argentinian forward for Barcelona.
Best to ever do it.
You
Except for
haven't
Lexi
seen-
Lalas.
You haven't seen Rose Lavelle? I thought you would have
Nope.
seen her on
No,
your
she
tour.
was
She wasn't on
after-
the team yet?
She wasn't on the team yet.
Wow.
Okay. You got to think for midfielders, huh?
They controlled the game.
A lot of midfielders. Were you a midfielder?
No, I was defense, center back.
A real Becky Sauerbaum.
Exactly.
Is that her position?
It is.
Wow. All right.
Good for you.
Yay. I know two things about soccer. That's the end of this show. Coming up next, Mike, you take us through, good God
Very
almighty,
bad movie.
the main event on Netflix. Holy
Don't watch
crap.
it. Spoiler.
Jesus.
Now, this is a movie. I'm going to spoil this part because I was hoping that my son would want to watch it with me and I could sprinkle in some Joe thoughts on it. Nope. Refused.
Really?
Watched the trailer, said nope. This kid likes wrestling. Watched the trailer and said no, not interested. Did come back around at the end.
Like their demographic.
The movie is made for him.
Yes.
Maybe like 6 years older than him. Maybe like a 10-year-old. Probably is more like
Even
it.
So he's
But-
close enough. He's close enough.
Did not want to do it until someone showed up at the end.
What's the most adult show that he watches?
Like TV show?
Anything.
He's watched Back to the Future a lot. I consider that to be pretty adult. There's swearing in it, which he has repeated multiple times.
There's incest stories.
Right. Like,
Oh yeah.
where'd you learn how to say shit? Well, Marty says it. That's not okay. You can't say what Marty says. That DVD had to become lost after a while, even though I love that movie. And he does too. It's got everything. It's got cars. It's got guitars. It's got fighting.
It's got a big pile of poop.
Poop. Yeah. Big poop when they fall into the poop. You got to have that. So the main event on Netflix, we watched it. Dear God, the things we do for this crappy show.
We don't have to. We make ourselves do these things.
Mike did it. Mike never makes us watch really bad stuff. He usually tries to pick the good stuff, and not this time.
Hold on. How many times has he made us watch PWG?
Oh, shots fired. All right. That's it. This is over. We got to pee. Peace out.